Choices, ancient, anxious, avoidant, trap, been studying 3 years, still can't file for divorce. She won't go to counseling. Will I ever feel comfortable in making that decision? Well, I guess I would need to know why you're not comfortable in making that decision. It means you can't file for divorce. She won't go to counseling. So you're clinging. She doesn't want to engage in making it work. She's done. Well, I mean, this isn't really a decision for you to make. She's made it, and she doesn't want it. So the decision now that you actually, it's not about getting divorced or not getting divorced. The divorce happened. It's really more about you're deciding to accept that it's happened. And maybe signing the paper is a form of acceptance for you, and you're unwilling to accept it. Right. So that becomes an inner discussion about, why am I not accepting this? What does it mean? When I think about the feeling I get when I imagine signing those divorce papers and accepting that my life isn't going to go on that trajectory anymore, what are the beliefs that are stimulated within me, right? My life has gone horribly wrong. Nobody else is ever going to love me. She was the one, and now I am doomed to live a life to die alone, right? And at the basis of those fears are like, well, so what if you die alone? Does that mean you can't live a grand, exciting, and fulfilling life right up until that moment? Does that mean that your death can't be splendid? So part of it is taking a look at, the fear. We preoccupy ourselves with, I want the relationship to work and blah, 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 but we forget the quality of experience. And also sometimes we discount the fact that other people have free will. And, it sounds like you're trying to force something that isn't happening. And honestly, the decision that you're focusing on is not the decision that you have to make. That's already been made for you. And by preoccupying yourself with the idea that that's the decision you have to make, you're distracting yourself from the decision you really have to make, which is to accept the way things are. So I don't know. I hope that makes sense. Once you can take a look at what your resistance to accepting the way things are may be, then that's when you'll probably become a bit unstuck. But that's not to say it's not going to be painful. That's not to say that there aren't going to be some things stimulated for you that are difficult to integrate. But I have a tendency to accept that everything that happens in life is for our greatest good. And if that is the basic premise upon which I build my life, then that means everything that happens in my experience, even if it is a painful or disappointing experience, I need to rewrite that narrative to make that essential premise true. So if this disappointing experience is in service of the best thing that could be happening to me right now, then what would have to be true of this experience for me? In my own life, it has been that, well, these painful experiences have opened me up to such a deeper level of empathy that I can sit here on a call like this and answer questions about love and relationships to an extent that people feel like they are seen. They feel like they are understood, and they experience a sense of catharsis. Might be too strong of a word, but maybe they experience a sense of resonance when they hear me voicing something out loud. And when that resonance comes up for them, they can't help but feel moved to evolve in some way. I mean, that's like my essential, that's what I derive my sense of meaning and purpose from, is being able to speak my truth well enough that other people recognize their truth in it too. And so then that, in essence, gives them permission to step more deeply into their truth, even if it means that they have to allow for uncomfortable feelings or, painful feelings, right?
Hello, my name is Brianna McWilliam, and I hope you've enjoyed watching this video. If you like what you've seen and you want to learn more about attachment styles and how to call in the soul-shaking, passionate partnerships you want, make sure to comment, like, and subscribe to my channel, Attachment in Adult Relationships, for updates and weekly video releases.